Good day to all the Linux Tech viewers out there, and today we'll continue our lecture on Google Sites. So this was a test site that we were making, and let's see a couple of features. We have already created a couple of pages. The first one is home, where we are currently standing. Then we created about us. Then we have portfolio. See, the arrow before this portfolio suggests that this main page will have couple of sub pages as well. So it has two sub pages, that is digital marketing and SEO services. Now let's try and change the theme of this particular home page. Let me select the theme as diplomat. So see, the appearance has changed, and I'll select the color as green. So this is the changes that I have currently made. Now the new setup of this website or the home page can lead to different header types as well. So now we can change the header. Click on this header. There are four different options. Cover means that it will be an extended home page heading like this one, and it will cover more than half of your home page. Now let's move to the other header type, that is large banner. It will react like a large banner if you can also use this. The other type is banner. It will be a normal size header. And finally we have title only. So the image or anything that you have placed on the background will not appear. We'll keep it as banner. So this is the banner setting. Now you know that we have already created a side toolbar. So there are two options in Google Sites. We need to go to this navigation pane within settings. There are two modes that you can select in between. Mode 1 is side mode that I have currently shown you. The menu will appear here, or you can allow it on top as well, and you can change the menu background color. Either you can keep it transparent, white, or black. So let me keep it white. You can see the preview on my backside that now it's on the top mode, and if I'll keep it white, the background will change to white. If I'll select transparent, nothing will appear, and the background of the header will be the background of your navigation pane. I'll keep it as black so that it appears perfectly on top. Now, you can also add a logo and a favicon. I'll tell you what are these. So go to this brand images, and you have two different options, logo and favicon. First of all, you need to understand what's favicon. See, when you open a website, a small icon appears here, like a lock is appearing here, and it suggests that it's a logged sites.google.com. So in favicon, you can put in your website logo, or if you are branding something, you can put that particular logo, so that whenever somebody opens that particular web address, a small icon will appear with URL. And logo is a simple global sign of your brand. So these are the two options that you can use here. Now we have already inserted the Google map. We have created a footer as well. You can edit the footer whenever you want. Now within insert, there are many other options that you can use. Currently we have used one option, that is any of these already available templates. See, this template means an image and some text. This template suggests that it will have two images, and you can write two descriptions below. Or if you have only pictorial representation of your sections, this is the perfect one that you can use. Then you have three pictures and three different text domains available here, two pictures and sideway text, and four pictures and just a brief heading of these pictures. Now I'll explain to you different options that are available. For example, if your website is too long, or you are generating maybe a blog website, so you can use this option, table of content. When you will click here, a table of content will appear. Table of content means whatever you have listed on your page, it will appear as a table of content. Currently we don't need this, so I'll delete it. In order to delete, I'll just click on this bin icon. Now I can add an image carousel as well. So when you click on this option, it will ask for images. You can go and select or upload images from the available one on your hard drive, or from where you want to upload these. For example, these are the images. So what I'll do is I'll select four of these images. I'll click open, and here they are. All these images will now appear as a carousel. Carousel means that you will have all these images, and it will act as a single window. So I'll just increase the size of this. in order to see the preview, you must remember that we need to go on top and we need to click on this computer and Android icon. So I'll click here and I'll show you the preview of this. See, this is your carousel, and either you can select this navigation buttons, or you can click here and it will come to the image that you have actually selected. Perfect. In order to close the preview, you need to click on this cross sign. Now you can also add a button. For example, if you want to insert a button, for example, subscribe. So I have added a button. If you want to jump into another website, for example, you have got a YouTube channel or a Facebook page and you want the visitor to click on this button and go to that particular page, you can definitely do that. For example, I'll say that subscribe means that you need to go within the website, and this is the app's address. I'll insert it. So let me show you the preview as well. Whenever somebody will click on this preview button, it will automatically drag the viewer onto the portfolio page which we have created here. See, I'll click here and the portfolio page appears. So this is how you can use a button. Now, divider, we have already used a divider on our home page. In order to go to our home page, I'll click here. See, this is the divider. You can either use this divider in order to separate two different text, two different images, and you also have an option to add a image along with this divider as well. Now let's see the other option. The other option is placeholder. Placeholders are specialized forms or specialized options that are specifically used for people who are using it for maybe branding or advertising. So I don't think that this should be useful for everybody of you. Every one of you should not use this placeholder, but definitely if it is required, you can go for it. I'll just delete it, but it's definitely available there. Now if you have a YouTube video, or you would like your page to carry a YouTube video which can help your viewer to understand better your brand, your advertisement, or maybe you would like to promote your YouTube channel, or somebody else would like to promote his or her YouTube channel on your website, you can use this option. Click on this YouTube and it will ask if you would like to search for a YouTube video, or if you have a link, you can directly upload it. So these are the two options. I'll just select this video and I'll click select. The video will appear here, and let us increase the size of this video. The other thing that you can do is the white background doesn't looks healthy here. So what I'll do is I'll go to this section background, and I have 4 different options. The first option is called regular, which is the white background. The second option is a grayish emphasis. You can see the background has changed. Third option is an emphasis 2. The background will change to a darker website, or you can upload an image or select an image from the existing one. This time I would like to select an image from the gallery. So what we can do is we'll select this image, we'll put it insert. See, it is now available on the background. Let's see the preview as well. This is our page preview that we have just created. See, this is your YouTube video, and on background you can see that the image is now visible. Anybody can click on this video here, and it will be played on your website on that particular page. So this is one of the wonderful options that you have while creating a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel, you can definitely promote it on your website as well. See, it's running perfectly here. And by doing this, you can also engage your viewers as well. Like for example, if you would like to divert your viewers from your website to your channel, this is the perfect platform that you need to look after. I'll just click on this cross button. Now let's move down. Now if you have for example, if you're building up an education website, or a website that is for a particular project, you can definitely go to this calendar, and a calendar will appear here, or a calendar that you have already created within your Google Drive can appear here. So this other calendars are also available if you have any. So this is the option that is available. You can use it as per your requirement. Map, we have already inserted a map. This is a map. and you can definitely pin your location on Google Map as well. Now, the other wonderful feature that this website is actually providing us is that the product is from Google. So if you know how to use Google Docs, if you know how to use Google Slides and Google Sheets, so you have actually mastered the Google complete platform. So what will happen is you will be able to insert Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, and Google Forms. In simpler words, you can insert any of the Microsoft Office application which are replicated in Google to your website. For example, if you would like to insert a subscription form, we'll click here on the subscription, and from the available forms that you have already created, for example, I've created its course registration form, I'll insert it on my page. So now the course registration form is available on my page, and the good part is the complete form will be visible. It's a big form, you can customize it according to your requirement and the website page. And now let's see the preview of the website. See, this is the course registration form, and now it's available on your website. So you can also create a page where the header should be, for example, you can use it for course registration, for program registration, for event registration, and you can place a form here. Or if you are using or building up a site for a particular project, you can go and use the slides. And if you would like to show some data on your website, you can use this Google Sheets option. So wonderful options are available here. You can always use any of these options. The other or the final option that is available on this insert page is charts. You can click on the charts option, and recently used charts will be available here. You can always go there and use any of these charts. Now let's again go to this page option. Let's just create another page, and the page name will be welcome. So you can put in an video as well. I'll show you the advanced options that are available. It can be modified to a custom path as well. See, the page is available here. Now, for example, if you would like to place welcome just after the home tab, what you can do is you just have to click here and drag and drop. So the welcome will be available here. And if you would like welcome to be part of this about us header, just place it on this about us, and it will become the sub page of about us. Currently we would like to place it as a unique page. Now let's again go to this insert tab, and let's see what we can do in about us. So in about us, what these are the four options that you can also use. For example, I need a text box, so I can create a sample box. Now you have different options available here. First of all, I'll just align it, and then I'll say that it's a heading, so the size will increase. I'll say keep it bold please. I'll say just change the background to emphasis 2. Emphasis 2 means that the background will be dark. And then I would like to replicate this particular heading again. I don't need to create another text box. I'll just use this duplicate section option. So this is a perfect website that you can create by using Google Sites. Now let's see some of the options that are available on top of your screen. These two arrows actually means that you can undo and redo the last action that you have performed. We have already discussed this preview option, but let me discuss it once again for the new users. You have got three different types. You can use it on a phone, you can use it on tablet, and you can use it on your laptop or computer screen. Now after the preview, you can also copy this link once you have obviously published the website. Currently the link is not available because we have not published our website. The button is there, but once you have published your website, a unique link for your website will appear, and you can share it with your friends, families, office colleagues, and your employees as well if it is for business purpose. Now you can share this website using the share option, and you can allow somebody to either edit this website or just check what you have done. you can go to the settings and there are different options. Let's see the different options within the settings. We have already discussed brand images, so we'll go to viewer tools. See, viewer tools have two different options, the info icon and the anchor links. So the info icon means that whenever somebody will mouse over, it will tell what the site is all about and what information can be extracted. Custom URLs will be generated once you assign a particular domain, and this is one of the most wonderful options that you have here. You must be aware of the fact that Google also provides a Google Analytics. So you can go and create a free account on Google Analytics, and once you create that account, you will be awarded with a Google Analytics tracking ID. Just place that particular ID here on this text box. As you can see here, it's a text box and you can place this ID. Once you place this ID, your website will be listed on Google tracking, and now you will be able to track the viewership, how many visitors visited your website, how many clicks were there. So when you would like to get paid by your website, or you have created a website for blogs or for any other purposes, this Google Analytics tracking ID is a must. Also, you have an option of creating an announcement banner. For example, let's create this. We'll have a announcement banner. We'll have the color red. Announcement, welcome to our new page. If you would like to place a button label, you can definitely do that. You can link it with some other page as well, and then you have the option, if you are linking it with some other page, you can open the page in new tab. Visibility should be on all pages or on home only pages. This depends on the requirements that you are currently doing. So let's try and do it. See, a banner appears on top of your screen and it says that welcome to our new page. Currently we have selected that please appear on all pages, so it will appear on all pages. But when I'll select please appear only on the home page, it will only appear on the home page and will not be shown on top of all pages. See, currently we are on about us, so the banner is not available, but as soon as I'll click home, you can see the banner is again visible. These are the 4 different options that you can now use: text box, images, embedded, drive link. I'll just explain this. Images we have already seen. You can place any image anywhere. Embed. So if you have a another website, or if you have a YouTube page, you can definitely embed that particular video or the page within your website. Google Drive can only be synced here. As the product is from Google, so you have the flexibility to use any of the Google products here. So this is how you can create a free website within 10 minutes, and it has a lot of options. This can increase your visibility, your marketing, and it will definitely benefit you. Please make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is LearnerDeck, and stay tuned for more exciting videos. Thanks for watching this one.